The Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee has strongly condemned International University's Dimapur decision to make its newly inaugurated Central Library after Dr. Keshav Baliram. They described the move as profoundly troubling and called for opposition. A large public rally was held at ITC Den in protest against the proposed border fencing and abolition of the free movement regime, with participants from both sides of the India-Myanmar border. The speaker voiced strongly opposition to the border fencing project, citing historical injustice and concern over its impact on traditional cross-border ties, livelihood and cultural heritage. The Lok Sabha on Thursday adopted a statutory resolution confirming the opposition of President's rule in Manipur, with opposition support but criticism of the centre's handling of the situation. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Prime Time. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. The Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee has strongly condemned International University Dimapur's decision to name its newly inaugurated Central Library after Dr. Keshav Baliram, founder of the RSS. The Congress described the move as profoundly troubling and called for opposition from those who support India's secular and inclusive values. They expressed particular concern about the decision in Nagaland, a state with a significant minority population, and accused the RSS of promoting discriminatory agendas. The Congress vowed to oppose any effort to influence students with such ideologies. The university has yet to respond. A large public rally was held at ITC Den in protest against the proposed border fencing and the abolition of the free movement regime, with participants from both sides of the India-Myanmar border. The event, organized by the Khemnungan Tribal Council and the Naga People's Front, featured speeches from prominent leaders including P. Longon, L. Ngon, Sri Long Ponganer and Achumbemo Kikon. The speakers voiced strong opposition to the border fencing project, citing historical injustices and concern over its impact on traditional cross-border ties, livelihood and cultural heritage. They also condemned the scrapping of the FMR, emphasizing its crucial role in maintaining free movement and social interaction among Naga broader communities. The rally drew attention to the plight of the Khemnungan Naga community, which has been disputed by the arbitrary border division imposed by the central government.
Like our honorable MLA, Mr. Lohon, is in India. I am standing in Burma. But for Nagas, this is Naga homeland. We don't recognize this artificial stone pillar which is being erected here to divide the Naga people. We will not accept and we will never accept. Thank you very much.
And furthermore, I would like to embrace and give this who have come to this place today. From my colleague towards Myanmar side is 7 to 8 kilometers from Shelton. And all together it will be approximately 6,000 to 7,000 hectares of Bangsa land is falling under imaginary land. So we will never accept this. Why we should give away our land?
No, not possible.
No, it doesn't belong to
Either Myanmar or India.
It doesn't
belongs to Naga people.
India thinks that Bangsa is their son, their man. India should own it. Why they have to just give it away to the Myanmar government voluntarily? Because it doesn't belong to them, it belongs to Nagas. Therefore, Nagas will fight to go in hell, not to hell, to restore and to protect the imaginary border. We will not allow. We are against scraping up FMR. We are against construction of border fencing. Whether it is NBF, KDC or Naga as a whole. Thank you.
the central government always cited smuggling and illegal activities as terrorism. So, what is your argument on this?
No. There is no smuggling of illegal arms or drugs.
Exactly. These are villagers only, our Naga people living on the other side. These are all, as Sir Longman has already stated, this is a part of Pangsha village land. And beyond this, again, there are many more Khemungyan and other Gonyaks, other Naga tribe villages. How can they prevent our own people to come and visit, to come and see our people here? They cannot. And we will not allow that. Therefore, we are here physically to protest against the scrapping of FM.
Living on both sides of the border are living in a peaceful manner. Their main activity is trading essential grocery items, sometimes lubricants and fuel. If they say they come and get it from our Indian side, from Bangladesh side. And otherwise, there is no law and order problem. Stray incidents created by our brothers in the underground sometimes. Otherwise, there is no dispute, no fighting between Myanmar and India also. And we don't fight among ourselves also.
Naga public coexist peacefully.
There is no reason to erect border pillar or to scrape FMR.
Or to border fencing.
Yes.
We cannot allow that. Imaginary line, our honorable MLA, Mr. Longman, is in India. I am standing in Burma. But for Nagas, this is Naga homeland. We don't.
We'll now take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more updates. Welcome back. Let's get back with the news. A fire broke out on April 2nd around 12 noon at Officer Hill, Kohima, affecting 7 families. The fire started in a kitchen and destroyed all the belongings of the victim, who included students and daily wage earners. No casualties were reported. On April 3rd, the Red Cross Society of Nagaland and Minister Salhutuno Cruz visited the site to offer relief, providing blankets, kitchenware and cash to the affected families. Minister Cruz assured further support. The District Disaster Management Authority also stated that relief will be provided according to the assessment and available provisions. The fire was quickly controlled with the help of the Fire Emergency Service and local residents, despite 5 gas cylinders exploding during the incident.
Thank you so much, Nltv and Grace, for covering this very sad event. Nagaland Red Cross Society, we are ever ready to reach out to people in need. Our main principles based on humanity, neutrality, no partiality. We are an independent society, and we do wherever there is crisis or wherever there is people are in need, we are there. I'm truly very sorry about this fire incident. Yesterday we were all out of station and we could not come and help them. But today we have come with some relief materials, and I want to introduce some of the members managing committee who are here. Dr. James, Mr. Abu, John Kat, and Mr. Tishohe. We have come with our relief materials, and so we want to reach out to the victims. We brought some cash, and also we have some blankets, kitchen sets and hygiene kits here that they can relieve their immediate need. Thank you so much.
This is a bishi unfortunate incident ekta paise. Holibi enaga time de manu khan colony khan moram bara sai ase ahi geta Red Cross khan be ahi dekise aru aji du mohan ahi gena this falls under my constituency, to ami bi hunigena aji ahise to karone ahi gena ki guru paribo eku kuribo norele bi ekbar duibar bhat sat pakai khabole takhan gi bi modop kuribo aru disaster management ki bi mati gena mohan ahise sai gena tai khan kinaga government phalibara gor malik khan bi modop alop solop bi modop paribo sabo edu rasta etia kotha kuri ase ya abuni an aigina cover kuri dia to bishi bal thanks a lot ya
yade madam warden laga councillor municipal councillor bi yade ahigena ase to tai logo hotiwo tai bi yade pungchi gena reliefs khan hoili bi affected families khan logo reach out kurina ase tai logo hota hotu kuriwo ma'am apni yade unfortunate accident fire ena hoigena 7 family affected hoigena boya ase du opor de apni along with the red cross khan hoili bi ahigena ase do apni du opor de
aji sob manubi yede jama hoigine amikhan bishi unfortunate incident ekta face kurise kali to 7 families kan ge affect kurise to sob manubi amikhan la neighbors kan holibi aro itu officers hill youth organizations kan members kan bi sob ahina help kurise to late to hoise khordo amikhan first julia time te tu dikhya nai holibi piche bra ena khobor jani jaina sob manubi help kuri na idu fire services kan ke bi matia do tan bi time da hina daus kuru parise to youth organizations kan bi tan da best digine last talk tahan help kuri dise itone tahan ke bi sob thanks ko ase aro neighbors kan ke bi sob thanks janai dia ase aro aji especially I'm so grateful to the Red Cross Society for coming and providing the necessities that for the victims itone etia ami han time dina tahan ke distribution la time tahan ke dibo our Red Cross Society we are so grateful and so thankful to you for your kind gestures. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Victor Yome, the District Project Associate for Kohima District, the DMA, representing NSDMA. We are here to assess the damage report, and we are told that there are 7 families affected, out of which 4 house owners were affected, whose houses were fully burnt. So as per the provision, the norms of assistance available with the government, we will allow that provision. Yeah, we will release that. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nltv and Grace, for covering this very sad event.
The Public Health Engineering Department has announced a disruption in water supply due to severe depletion at the Etsuchuka spring source affecting Wokha town. The situation is expected to persist until the monsoon. Efforts to pump water from the Ngorchu source are further delayed by a transformer failure and damage to the electrical system caused by natural calamity. The PAID is working with the power department to resolve the issue and restore supply as soon as possible, urging consumers to cooperate during this challenging time. The Grand Aoleang Festival has hosted by MCFUK on April 3 with MSNAP Konyak chairman chairing the program. The welcome speech was delivered by S. Mauba Konyak, governor of the Monyakshu Citizens Forum Kohima. S. Hokpi Konyak, deputy director IPR, emphasized the importance of maintaining peace and unity among the people, while also encouraging the youth to excel in their respective fields, particularly in competitive exams like UPSC, NPSC and NSSB. The event concluded with a vote of thanks delivered by A. Hongpi Konyak, Vice President of the Monyakshu Citizen Forum Union Kohima. The Aoleang Festival is a significant celebration of the Konyak Naga community, marking the beginning of the new year and the spring season. Charlotte Carty, granddaughter of late Cole William Felix Brown, embarked on a remarkable 39-hour walk from Jessima to Kohima to honor her grandfather's legacy as the commanding officer of the 1st Assam Regiment during the Battle of Kohima in 1944. The walk, which aimed to raise awareness and promote understanding of the region's history and cultural heritage, was completed on April 3 with a short program held at Kohima War Cemetery. Charlotte shared her personal experiences, challenges and memorable moments with a walk with the media, highlighting the significance of preserving the region's history and cultural heritage.
But I also want to say, just while they're here, that a operation like this requires a lot of guidance, a lot of support. Right from the beginning of the planning process to the first step that we make on the trek, and we have many of our wonderful guides with us today who have led us tirelessly and supported us all the way from Jessamy to Kohima. So I would like to say a huge thank you to I think 6 of our guides who are with us now, as well as my good friend Kevi, who has worked many long hours in putting this together. So it's been a real pleasure, completing this walk, or at least helping complete the walk, and it's wonderful to have completed it today and to be here with you all. So thank you very much.
There were many memorable moments. It was an extraordinary experience. Repeating it from last year, actually no 2 walks will ever be the same. So this was different. I think it was hotter even than in previous years, but we were really well supported by local Nagas as well, looked after everywhere we went, cheered on, which was the same as last year. And yes, it was a fascinating walk. It was incredibly hard. I forget each time that the Naga Hills are tough environments and that the Naga people are very fit. Occasionally we took shortcuts, and I seemed to be going vertically up and down the hills in the stairways that had been carved over the centuries on the hillside. And yes, I found that quite lung busting. Memorable moments? Oh, I think coming in and being greeted by everybody in Kohima, but the wonderful, wonderful people along the way. I think that wherever we went, we were greeted really warmly. This year we were very fortunate because we included more of the local population being trained into doing guiding as well. So that's something that we want to do to give something back to the local communities as well. So yes, we just want to hope it grows and that people in Nagaland embrace it and remember what it is for. Do you know, I don't know, because I have the wonderful sampan travel, and Bertie Alexander, he does all the logistics and talks to all the necessary authorities about all of the permissions that we need to walk through the tribal lands, to walk on the state highways and everything. But I know it's a logistical challenge, but thankfully he's up to that. Well, I love history myself, and it's vitally important for us to remember history. History shows that human beings make lots of mistakes, and we only learn by making mistakes, but we must learn from those mistakes, the mistakes of history. And that's why it's very important to remember what has happened in the past and make sure we do our best to ensure we have a better future. And that's part of this.
But I also want to
Meet and Greet program, an initiative to create a tailor-made indigenous learning program and to build capacity of teaching and students in digital education, was held at DPDB Conference Hall Kifri on 2nd April. EAC Kifri Tokatemjen Pongen delivered a message on behalf of the district administration and handed over the awards in the ceremony. Welcome address and introduction to Lead Kifri X Nigat Initiative Year 2 was delivered by Anok Iyer, project leads. The program was chaired by Sukanya Singh, Consultant Deputy Commissioner's Office, Kifri. The Department of Social Welfare in Kohima held a farewell for retiring Commissioner and Secretary Martha R. Ritzi IAS on April 1 at Hotel Jaffu. Ritzi, who served in various departments since 1991 and retired on March 31, was honored for her dedication. During the event, advisor Wangpang Konyak and several officials including Alun Hang Singh and Toshili Zimomi praised her contributions. Ritzi thanked the staff for their support and encouraged them to continue serving the people. Special songs were presented by the Directorate of Social Welfare, and the program was chaired by Additional Secretary Yongching Kumla. The Lok Sabha on Thursday adopted a statutory resolution confirming the imposition of President's rule in Manipur, with opposition support but criticism of the centre's handling of the situation. Union Home Minister Amit Shah addressed the debate, stating that no violence had occurred in the last 4 months and that talks were ongoing with both Meitei and Koki communities for a peaceful resolution. He clarified that the ethnic violence in Manipur was sparked by High Court order and not solely during BJP rule. The resolution was passed by a voice vote, with efforts from the centre contributing to negotiate peace between the warring communities.
हम सब जानते हैं कि हाई कोर्ट के एक फैसले के कारण मणिपुर में 2 समुदायों के बीच में आरक्षण संबंधी विवाद के कारण एक जातीय हिंसा का उद्भव हुआ। मान्यवर, ये राइट्स नहीं है ना टेररिज्म है। ये हाई कोर्ट के एक फैसले के इंटरप्रिटेशन के कारण 2 समुदायों के बीच में जातीय हिंसा हुई। सभी सदस्यों ने इस पर काफी चिंता व्यक्त की है मान्यवर, और उन्होंने कहा कि भाई तुरंत शांति हो, पुनर्वास के लिए तुरंत प्रयास किए जाएं, केसों की न्यायिक जांच हो और जो पीड़ित है उनकी पीड़ा कम करना और उनका जो नुकसान हुआ है इसकी भरपाई होनी चाहिए। मान्यवर, दिसंबर, जनवरी, फरवरी और मार्च 4 महीने से वहां पर हिंसा नहीं है, और जहां तक कैंपों का सवाल है, पहले से ही इसके अंदर खाने पीने की व्यवस्थाएं, दवाइयां, मेडिकल सुविधाएं, ये सब सुनिश्चित कर लिया गया है। टेक्निकल एजुकेशन, मेडिकल एजुकेशन की वहां पर ऑनलाइन व्यवस्था हो चुकी है। प्राइमरी एजुकेशन के लिए कैंपों के लिए अंदर ही वहां पर वर्ग लगाए गए हैं, जहां इनकी पढ़ने की सुविधा करने का प्रयास किया गया। मैं नहीं कहता कि ये सुविधा अपने घर में रहकर बच्चा पढ़ता है इतनी अच्छी है, मगर हम सब जानते हैं मान्यवर, जब जातीय हिंसा होती है तब ये सारे प्रश्न खड़े होते हैं। मुझे लगता है कि इसको पार्टी के साथ एकदम जोड़ना नहीं चाहिए। मैं इस तरह का जवाब भी देना नहीं चाहता सदन में कि आपके समय में इतनी हिंसा हुई थी, हमारे समय में इतनी हुई, आपके समय से हमारे समय में कम हुई है। हिंसा होनी ही नहीं चाहिए। इसमें इन प्रिंसिपल किसी की इस सदन में असहमति नहीं है, परंतु पिक्चर इसी तरह से खड़ा करने का प्रयास किया कि भाई भाजपा के शासन में ही जातीय हिंसा हुई है। मान्यवर, मैं 2-3 चीजों पर ध्यान आकर्षित करना चाहता हूं। पहले मैं सिर्फ मणिपुर की ही बात करूंगा। मणिपुर में 1993 में जातीय हिंसा हुई, नागा कुकी संघर्ष हुआ। 93 से 98 तक 5 साल तक चला, 750 मौतें हुई, और मान्यवर इसके अंदर छूट-फूट घटनाएं 1 दशक तक चलती रही। मैं ये नहीं कहता कि 1 दशक तक चली थी, हमारा कम हुआ है। हम तो ऐसा मानते हैं हमारे समय में जरा भी नहीं होना चाहिए था, मगर एक दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण फैसला आया और इसके कारण हिंसा बढ़ी। इसको तत्काल कंट्रोल कर दिया गया। जो 260 मौतें हुई है मान्यवर, इसमें से 80% पहले 1 महीने के अंदर ही हुई, 80%। बाकी सारी मौतें बाकी महीनों में होती गई। मान्यवर, कुकी पाइते संघर्ष हुआ 97-98 में, 50 से ज्यादा गांव नष्ट कर गए, 40,000 लोग विस्थापित हुए, 352 लोग मारे गए, सैकड़ों घायल हो गए, 5,000 घर जलाए गए। मतई पंगल संघर्ष हुआ 1993 में, उस वक्त 100 से ज्यादा मृत्यु हुई थी और 6 माह तक हिंसा चली। अब मैं चित्र इस तरह से खड़ा कर दिया गया।
We'll now take a short break. Welcome back. Let's get back with the news. A significant meeting of the Congress Minority Department took place at the Tripura Pradesh Congress Bhavan in Agartala, chaired by Tripura Pradesh Congress President Ashish Kumar Saha. Attendees included MLA Sudeep Roy Barman and Minority Department President Rahul Alam. The meeting resolved to hold various protest program in Tripura as part of the National Congress opposition of the WAF bill. Ashish Kumar Saha criticized the BJP government, alleging mistreatment of the people living near the India-Bangladesh border, particularly the disconnection of the electricity for many Muslim communities before Eid, which he described as administrative operation. The newly built road overbridge inaugurated by Chief Assam Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on March 30 is now available for public use. The ROB was built by the Northeast Frontier Railway, which will now substitute level crossing gate number ST35 at Kanpur station on the Guwahati-Lamding section. The construction of a ROB is essential because of traffic congestions on road, the increase in train movement due to the newly completed double line in Guwahati-Lamding section, and the resulting rise in the train activity. It should be noted that the project was built with an estimated expenditure of Rs 64 crore. Notably, this vital infrastructure would provide seamless road connectivity for local commuters, enabling faster and safer travel. The Government of India has approved the upgradation of NH 115 from a two-lane to a two-lane with paved shoulder spanning for Islampur to the Assam-Arunachal Pradesh border in Tinsukia district. The project, costing Rs 50.43 crore, will be completed in phases by 2025 to 26. Rs 48.80 crore has been allocated for pre-construction activities in 2024 to 25. The project will improve road safety and connectivity between Assam and Arunachal Pradesh with funding from the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. The Mizoram State Tourism Department has released statistics showing that the total number of tourists who visited the state in the year 2024 was 52,235. Among them, 42,184 were domestic tourists and 10,051 were international tourists from various parts of the world. The tourism statistic indicated that from April 2023 to March 2024, more than 2.19 lakh tourists visited Mizoram. Among this group, 3,884 were foreign tourists from at least 14 countries, including the United States, Britain, Japan, and Israel. Despite the impressive nature of the figure, it was slightly lower than the record of 2.22 lakh visitors in 2022 to 23, which comprised 2.18 lakh domestic tourists and 3,551 foreigners. The authorities added that tourists arrive in Mizoram for various reasons, including exploration, business matter, and personal visit to family. The state's unique landscape, historical legacy, and distinctive local culture continues to draw travelers seeking an experience away from the tourist crowd. A Khasi language film from Meghalaya, Hal Linkabning, was gained international recognition by using selected for the main competition at the 47th Moscow International Film Festival 2025. Filmmaker Pradeep Kurba shared his achievement, highlighting the film's 5-year journey, which included 2 years of filming in Soha, Meghalaya. The film is a milestone for Khasi cinema and showcases regional talent with support from various production companies. This recognition celebrates Khasi culture and storytelling. The film will receive international exposure when it's screened at the prestigious festival. In Manipur, security forces has detained 3 people. Among them were 2 active militants. Faizur Rahman was arrested during an intensified operation that began on April 2 as police carried out random frisking between Naransina and Sunusipai village along NH2 in Bishnupur district. 12 soap capes containing suspected brown sugar weighing around 666.8 grams were confiscated by the police. A vehicle with 4 wheels was also recovered. Law enforcement apprehended an active member of Kanglipak Communist Party in Tongju Part 2, Leirak Macha, West Imphal district. They confiscated a mobile phone with 2 SIM cards and an Aadhaar card. The person taken with custody was recognized as Koiram Bepsa on the same day in a separate operation. Security forces apprehended 1 active member of the People's Liberation Army from Sanjanba Kulen in Imphal East. Thounozam Srinidra Singh, the person in question, was apprehended due to his participation in extortion and intimidation within the general vicinity of Imphal. The Congress Parliamentary Party chairperson Sonia Gandhi called the WAF bill a brazen assault on the constitution on Thursday, claiming that it was a component of the BJP's plan to maintain permanent polarization in society. Gandhi said that the WAF bill amendment was bulldozed through the lower house of parliament just hours after the Lok Sabha passed it. Speaking to the party MPs at a Congress Parliamentary Party gathering in Samvidhan Sadan in New Delhi, she added that the party would also vehemently oppose the One Nation, One Election bill, calling it yet another constitutional subdivision. In an effort to promote transparency, the judges of the Supreme Court have decided to declare their assets publicly upon taking office. The top court judges agreed to reveal their assets during a full court meeting, and the information will be posted on the SC website. According to the Supreme Court website, posting the asset declaration on its website shall be done voluntarily. Notably, the Chief Justice of India, Sanjay Khanna, is among the 30 justices who have filed their weight declaration. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Thursday said that she can't support the judgment of the Supreme Court, which invalidated the job of nearly 25,000 teachers in the state. The Supreme Court had upheld a Calcutta High Court's decision to terminate the appointment of as many as over 25,000 teaching and non-teaching staff by the West Bengal School Service Commission in 2016 in connection with the school jobs for cash scam.
कि जो हुआ है वो तो बहुत बुरा हुआ है, मतलब हमारे साथ जो हुआ है वो बहुत बुरा हुआ है, और जो कॉज दिखाया गया है सुप्रीम कोर्ट द्वारा जो बोला गया था कि ये सिलेक्शन प्रोसेस का गोलमाल हो चुका है, इसीलिए ये सारा जो सर्विस है इसे टर्मिनेट कर दिया गया।
अभी यही तो डिफरेंशिएट हो गए है ना, तो फिर किस बात की लिए हमें सजा मिल रही है? हमें पैसा रिटर्न नहीं करना है, मतलब हम अनटेंटेड है, तो फिर हमारे नौकरी क्यों जाएगी? ये कैसा हुआ? मतलब ये कैसा जजमेंट हुआ?
ये जो ऑर्डर है वो पूरी तरीके से निंदनीय है, क्योंकि 26,000 जो टीचर है उस टीचर में सभी तो इलीगल कैंडिडेट नहीं है, उसमें तो लीगल कैंडिडेट में है, और इंडिया की जो सर्वोच्च इंक्वायरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन अथॉरिटी CBI वो इंक्वायरी किया है। उस इंक्वायरी ने जो इलीगल कैंडिडेट उसको अलग किया गया है। फिर भी 26,000 टीचर सभी कैंसिल नहीं, इसमें सभी कैंसिल नहीं हो सकता है, इसमें लीगल कैंडिडेट पे है।
आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट की जो राय आई है, जो वर्डिक्ट आई है, उसकी वजह से बंगाल में लगभग 25,500 से भी ज्यादा टीचर नॉन टीचिंग जो 2016 साल से नौकरी कर रहे थे उनकी नौकरी चली गई। सारे परिवार रास्ते में आ गए। इसके लिए जिम्मेदार कौन है? जिम्मेदार ममता बनर्जी है। और ममता बनर्जी इसलिए जिम्मेदार है कि ममता बनर्जी ने अपने पार्टी के लोग जिन्होंने पैसा खाया था, पैसा खा के जो योग्य नहीं है उनको नौकरी दिया था, वो ममता बनर्जी उनको बचाने के लिए, अपनी पार्टी के नेता जो पैसा लिए थे उनको बचाने के लिए ममता बनर्जी ने जो योग्य थे, जिन्होंने परिश्रम करके पढ़ाई करके जिनको नौकरी मिली थी, उन सबको आग में झोंक दिया ममता बनर्जी ने। पूरे 25,000 से ज्यादा 26,000 परिवार रास्ते में आ गए। और इसके लिए अगर कोई दायी है वो ममता बनर्जी है। और इसके खिलाफ भारतीय जनता पार्टी रास्ते में उतरेगी। रामनवमी पार होते ही भारतीय जनता पार्टी पूरी तरीके से रास्ते पे उठेगी और हम अभी से ही एजिटेशन शुरू करेंगे। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी 6 अप्रैल के बाद यानी रामनवमी के बाद बड़े जोर शोर से सरकार के खिलाफ रास्ते पे उतरेगी।
देखिए जो हुआ है वो तो बहुत बुरा हुआ है, मतलब हमारे साथ जो हुआ है।
Days after Bangladesh Chief Advisor Mohammad Yunus termed India's northeast as landlocked and positioned Bangladesh as the guardian of the ocean axis for the region, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar delivered a counter-argument on Thursday, emphasizing India's strategic position in the Bay of Bengal initiative for multi-sectional technical and economic cooperation. Jaishankar drew attention to the nation's 6,500-kilometer coastline and its geographical connections with 5 BIMSTEC members countries. He stated that India's northeastern region is particularly becoming a connectivity hub with BIMSTEC with a vast network of road, railway, waterways, grids and pipelines. Jaishankar also noted that India has the longest coastline in the Bay of Bengal of almost 6,500 kilometers, and the country also shares borders not only with 5 BIMSTEC members but connects most of them and provides much of the interface between the India's subcontinent and Asia. Power distribution companies in Delhi have dismissed reports of widespread power outrage as false and misleading, asserting that the disturbances are minor and largely linked to maintaining work. Their statement, however, comes amid persistent complaints from residents who have reported power cuts across the city for the 4th consecutive days. One of the city's key dismiss clarified that Delhi's peak power demand has remained steady between 4,070 MW and 4,260 MW since March 2025. During Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Bangkok for the BIMSTEC Leader Summit on Thursday, a remarkable fusion of India's Bharatanatyam and Thai con dance was presented, emphasizing the shared cultural heritage of India and Thailand. As discussions about regional cooperation intensified, the Ramkeen performance, Thailand's rendition of India's epic Ramayana, showcased the long-standing cultural connections between the two nations. The performance was presented by Aoleang and students from the Bundi Tapsila Institute, symbolized how cultural exchange can strengthen international partnerships. Thailand's Vice Minister for Foreign Affairs, Lalivan, remarked that during the performances they witnessed a blend of India and the Thai culture, stressing the significance of cultural ties in diplomatic efforts within regional cooperation frameworks such as BIMSTEC. Additionally, this cultural diplomatic occurs as the nation of BIMSTEC strive to improve regional integration across various sectors. Ravangla in Namchi district is set to host the Recover Ravangla state level Cho Dozo festival from April 11 to April 16, celebrating Sikkim's 50-year of statehood. The six-day event will showcase Sikkim's cultural heritage, natural beauty and sports spirit. Tourism Minister Tsering D. Bhutia visited the venue to review preparations supported by local officials. A key highlight will be the Chief Minister's Volleyball Gold Cup running throughout the festival. Alongside an interstate volleyball tournament, the Tourism Department is committed to ensuring the success of the event. The Army Commanders Conference is underway in New Delhi from 1st April to 4th April. The top leadership of the Indian Army truly discussed all facets of current security scenarios, border and hinterland issues and difficulties facing the current situation apparatus at the occasion. The conference also addressed topics related to human resource management, logistics, administration, organizational indigenization, modernization, the introduction of niche technologies and the evaluations of the effect of the many current world circumstances. Meanwhile, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also gave a speech to the Indian Army top brass on the 3rd day of the conference. The speech was preceded by briefing on the year of reform. The Asian United Alliance, led by Global President Dr. Sandeep Marwa, celebrated Asian Unity Day on April 2 with great enthusiasm and participation from across Asia. The event, headquartered at Marwa Studios in Noida Film City, featured Dr. Marwa keynote address emphasizing the need for unity, peace and cultural cooperation among Asian nations. Dr. Marwa highlighted Asian significance as the heart of world civilization, celebrating the continent's shared heritage, rich cultural diversity, and common vision for a peaceful and prosperous future. The celebration was attended by dignitaries and delegates from across Asia, marking a significant milestone in promoting unity and cooperation among Asian nations. Sai Kumar Kurbola, a 31 years old Indian national living in Edmond, Oklahoma, has been sentenced to 35 years in federal prison for sexually exploiting minors through a social media app. Kurbola posed as a teenage boy to gain the trust of his victim and then extorted them with child pornography when they refused his request. The investigation led by the Federal Bureau of Investigation found that Kurbola had exploited at least 19 minors and transported child pornography. U.S. District Judge Charles Godwell handed down the severe sentence, citing the seriousness of the offense and the trauma inflicted on the victims. A heartbreaking case has come to light in which a disabled housewife, paralyzed from the waist down and unable to speak, has been abandoned by her husband at a hospital for over 2 years. Despite her stable condition, the husband, Jaiprakash Gupta, has refused to take her home, citing financial constraints. The hospital, bearing a whopping bill of ₹1 crore, has moved the court seeking a solution. Justice Amrita Sinha has directed the Advocate General to appear on April 9 and provide detail on existing state regulations for such cases, while also ordering the husband to be present. The court's decision will hopefully bring some relief to the neglected wife who has been living in a hospital bed, reliant on nurses for care. A 36-year-old woman, Priyanshi Soni, took her own life in Uttar Pradesh, Jhansi, after being unable to observe Navratri rituals due to menstruation. Priyansha had been eagerly preparing for the festival and was deeply devoted to it. However, when she started menstruation on the first day, she was prevented from fasting and performing their puja, leaving her emotionally distraught. Despite her husband's effort to comfort her, Priyansha remained unconsolable and eventually consumed a toxic substance. She was rushed to the hospital where she died during treatment. The police have taken possession of Priyansha's body and sent it for postmortem with further investigations underway.
ही रहने वाली विवाहिता महिला के द्वारा अज्ञात कारणों से विषाक्त पदार्थ का सेवन कर लिया गया था, जिन्हें जब इनके पति मुकेश सोनी के द्वारा जब अस्पताल में भर्ती कराया गया, जहां डॉक्टर्स ने उन्हें मृत घोषित कर दिया। आज मजिस्ट्रेट के द्वारा पंचायतनामा भरवाकर पोस्टमार्टम की कार्रवाई थाना कोतवाली पुलिस के द्वारा कराई गई है। शांति व्यवस्था की कोई समस्या नहीं है। मृतका का विवाह हुए 4 वर्ष का समय व्यतीत हुआ था। प्रकरण में जांच कर अग्रिम वैधानिक कार्यवाही की जा रही है।
मुकेश सोनी, वो मेरी पत्नी थी प्रियंशा सोनी, उम्र 36 साल।
कैसे खत्म हो, क्या है पूरा मामला?
पूरा मामला यही था कि नवरात्रि बैठने वाले थे। एक दिन पहले मेरे से कहती है कि माता बैठ रही, मैं पूजा करूंगी। तो मैंने कहा ठीक है। तो उन्होंने मुझसे पूजा का सामान मंगाया। मैं पूजा का सब सामान ले आया था एक दिन पहले। रात को उन्होंने सामान अलग करवा दिया, लेकिन अकस्मात इनके पूजा नहीं करना था। इनके एकदम तबीयत बिगड़ी, तो 3-4 दिन के लिए पूजा नहीं कर पा रही थी ये। तो कह रही मैं पूजा नहीं कर पाऊंगी। तो ये थोड़ा सा टेंशन में आ गई। तो मैंने क्या हो गया यार, मुझे हर महीने का होता है एक मासिक बीमारी, ऐसा कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। कह रहे नहीं, मैं 1 साल का इंतजार किया, मैं हर बार भगवती को मानती हूँ, तो मैं पूजा कर लूंगा। तो जो फिर सवेरे मैंने पानी आनी सब भर लिया, लेकिन जो फिर टेंशन, जो थोड़ा सा मानसिक संतुलन, डिप्रेशन में आ गई। तो फिर मैंने बहुत बार समझाया, फिर मैं दुकान चले गया, फिर ये रोने लगी। तो मैं आया, मैंने फिर समझा के फिर मैंने कहा मेरे को ऐसा है कि दुकान भी जाना है, तो दुकान जान दो। दुकान चले गया। तो उसके बाद में मेरे को पता चली कि 4:30-5 बजे के लगा हुआ इनने विषाक्त पदार्थ खा लिया है। मुझे जब पता चली तो मुझे बहुत, फिर बाद में इसने मुझसे कहा कि मेरे से गलती हो गई। लेकिन फिर मैं तुरंत मेडिकल हॉस्पिटल लेकर गया, वहाँ इसका इलाज हुआ। इलाज होने के बाद छुट्टी हो गई थी 31 तारीख को, और घर आ गए हम सब कुछ। घर पे मैंने चलो पापा मम्मी से मिलेंगे तुम्हारे, वो भी लोकल में रहते हैं। वहाँ मिले, चाय पानी पी, सब कुछ अच्छे से। घर पे आके कहती है मैंने मम्मी ने खाना बनाया, खाना खाते हैं। बच्चों को दूध पिलाया। 2 बेटी है मेरी, एक 3.5 साल की जानवी बड़ी बेटी है, छोटी बेटी मानवी 2.5 साल की है। संग में सबने खाना पीना खाया, सब खेले। लेकिन रात को अचानक 2-2:30 बजे के लगभग इसको वॉमिटिंग हुई, उल्टी। तो कह रही मुझे उल्टी हो रही है। तो मैंने एक काम करो, कमरे से तुम दूर जाओगी बाथरूम तक, कमजोरी है, यहीं कर लो, मैं सफाई कर दूंगा। तो उन्होंने करी। फिर 4:30-5 बजे एकदम फिर दोबारा से उनको उल्टी आई। उल्टी आने के बाद मैंने एक काम करते हैं, अपन लोकल में सिविल हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट करने देख लेते हैं, इंजेक्शन लगवा देंगे। कह रही कमर में भी दर्द हो रहा है। तो मैंने सोचा शायद पीरियड की वजह से कमर में दर्द हो रहा होगा। तो गाड़ी पे लेकर मैं सिविल हॉस्पिटल में लेके गया 6 बजे। वहाँ पे डॉक्टर को दिखाया, पूरी बात बताई। उन्हें एडमिट के लिए बोला, इनको बोतल चला दो, उल्टी की वजह से इनकी पानी की कमी हो गई है, तो इंजेक्शन भी चलेगा और बोतल। तो मैं ठीक है साहब। एडमिट कर दिया था। एडमिट करने के बाद 6-7 बजे एडमिट किया। तो इलाज चल रहा था, सब कुछ अच्छा था, जांच भी होनी थी। उन्होंने एक्सरे लेकर डॉक्टर साहब ने करीबन 1:30 बजे के लगभग 1 बजे के लगभग मेरे से कहती है कि 6 बजे के आया, तुमने कुछ नहीं खाया। तो मेरे को भूख नहीं लग रही। तो कह रही एक काम करो, तुमने भी तो कुछ नहीं खाया। तो कह रही एक काम करो, मौसमी का जूस ले बना, आधा पीएंगे। मैं जूस लेकर आया और जांच लेकर आया। तब तक देखा तो वो ऑक्सीजन लग चुका था उसके। डॉक्टर ने कहाँ गए थे, मैं जांच लेने गया था। 10-15 मिनट और देखा तो डॉक्टर ने साफ मना कर दिया कि अब वो बची नहीं है।
नवरात्रि के कितने दिन पहले उन्होंने खाया था?
नवरात्रि वाले दिन ही खाया था, जिस दिन माता बैठी थी उसी दिन खाया था, 30 तारीख को शाम। हाँ, उसी दिन वो सुबह पीरियड से हो गई थी। लगभग उनको एक रात ऐसे ही लग रहा था कि मैं हो जाऊँ, मतलब पेट में दर्द हो रहा था। लेकिन वो 3-4 बजे रात में हो गई होंगी। तो बस
यही काम है कि नवरात्रि का
बस अब व्रत रखती थी बाकायदा 9 दिन तक। मिलाई से कब वो जब घी निकालती थी, तो 1 साल में करीबन 4-5 किलो घी जोड़ लेती थी। और 9 दिन तक हम दोनों व्रत रखते थे। 9 दिन तक बाकायदा देसी घी का खाना बनता था, फलार बनता था सुबह शाम।
In a devastating turn of events, magnitude earthquake struck Kyushu, Japan on Wednesday at 7:34 p.m. IST. Though there have been no reports of immediate damage, this occurs day after a 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck Myanmar and Thailand on March 26, resulting in massive death and destruction. A Bangladeshi national, Sheikh Mohammed Mia 40, was arrested by the Border Security Force at the Dharmanagar interstate bus terminal after illegally crossing the Indian-Bangladesh border in August 2024. Mia, an active party worker from Bangladesh, entered India due to the unstable political situation after the fall of the Hasina government. He has been living in Assam's Patharkandi area for 8 months before attempting to find work in Dharmanagar. The BSF handed him over to Kadamtala police, where a case was filed under several sections of the Passport Act and Immigration Law. Police are investigating the involvement of the two individuals in suspected human trafficking related to his illegal entry. Blue Origin is gearing up to make history with its first all-female crewed space mission, launching on April 14. Headliner by pop superstar Katy Perry, the 6-member team will embark on an 11-minute suborbital flight aboard the New Shepard rocket. Joining Perry on his milestone journey are journalist Gayle King, former NASA rocket scientist Aisha Bowie, bioastronautic researcher and civil rights advocate Amanda Nguyen, filmmaker Karina Flynn, and family and Emmy Award-winning journalist and pilot Lauren St. Chris. This mission marks the 11th manned space flight for New Shepard and will reach an altitude of approximately 65 miles over Earth. Briefly crossing an Kármán line, the recognized boundary of space, the crew has been undergoing rigorous training including zero-gravity simulation and high-intensity flight exercises to ensure they are fully prepared for the mission. That is all for the Nltv English Prime Time. For more news and update, keep watching Nltv.